Hey, I'm Fiery. I'm staying at the Sofitel at the Viaduct Harbour tonight, and I just wanted to take you guys along to do some skincare with me. We'll be starting off with cleansing. So I love to use a cream cleanser or an oil cleanser. I'm not a big fan of foaming cleansers as they can be quite stripping on your skin, and I feel like the point of a cleanser isn't to strip the skin but to remove all the residues in our skin and pores. And majority of the time the residue in our pores is actually oil based. So I find that oil attracts oil, so oil is the way to go. Now, as I'm actually massaging my face, I'm also opening up a lot of my channels for my lymphatic drainage. And your neck is a big drainage channel. So sort of massage upwards, get under your eyes, but don't be too rough as well. It's quite important to be gentle, but just enough. I like to remove my cleanser with a muslin cloth. They are 100% antibacterial and cotton. So I like to steam my face with the cloth and just emulsify the cleanser, warm it up, just to get really deep in there, make sure it's sucking everything out. And we're done with our first cleanse now. But we obviously have to do a second cleanse because this first cleanse won't be enough to remove all the pollutants, free radicals in the environment. A lot of people forget, even if you're not wearing makeup, you should still double cleanse because as you walk down the street, there's so many pollutants getting trapped in your pores. So it's really important that we clean. I feel like cleaning is the foundation of your entire skin routine. There's no point investing into good serums if it's not penetrating through your skin. So just going to repeat the process. I actually don't mind using the same cleanser twice. A lot of people do prefer to have two different cleansers, and that's all personal preference. So do the same step, steam our towel, and voila, the face is all clean. So now that I'm all fresh-faced, we're gonna move on to the skincare. So I love starting with a toner. I know a lot of people say you don't need a toner, but I personally feel like it does bring the most out of your skincare products. Purely because if you imagine a dry sponge and you try put dishwashing liquid on it, it's not gonna absorb. But if you have a nice damp sponge, it's gonna draw the soap down much deeper. Same concept as our skin. Our skin is like a sponge, it's quite porous. So spray that on. And then I'm gonna start with my vitamin C, Morning Dew. So this is by Ray. I love Ray because the whole brand concept is based on New Zealand botanicals and how we can get the most out of the products in New Zealand to get the most out of our skin. I like to use about 2 drops. I always like to warm up my products and just box press it in. I feel like this gives the product an opportunity to actually absorb in. Box pressing is actually a Korean technique, Korean skincare technique they use. Amazing. And never forget the neck and your décolletage. So your face skin actually goes all the way down to your breast pretty much. Serum's all done, and now we move on to the second serum. The second step of my skincare is my hyaluronic acid. So I love pairing vitamin C with a hyaluronic acid because vitamin C by itself can be a bit drying sometimes. So I'm just gonna add a few drops of hyaluronic acid. Now, a lot of people prefer putting hyaluronic acid before, so it's fully up to you. I like to put my vitamin C first, seeing as it is the active, so it penetrates deeper. So same step, I'm just gonna box press a hyaluronic acid on. Hyaluronic acid's amazing, I'm sure you've heard about it, but it can hold about 1,000 times its own weight in water. So it actually holds moisture from the environment deep into your skin cells. And always remember, hydrated skin is happy skin. Third step is oil. So it's really important to remember our moisture barrier is built up with lipids, and lipids are oils. So a lot of people are scared to use oils because it can seem quite daunting, but oil is one of the most anti-aging products we have and one of the best products to actually repair your skin and keep it protected. Especially in New Zealand's weather, it can get quite cold, it can get quite dry, so we want to make sure our barrier is really, really, really protected. I like to warm the oil up as well in my palm, just making sure all the products are body temperature. We're going to box press So now I'm gonna absorb my oil using my gua sha. I like to start at the chin area, and as I mentioned before, we've already opened up our neck pathways. So I'm gonna start at the chin, purely because I hold the most tension down here. Start at the jaw. Long, mindful strokes, but being gentle. So this is just my quick 2-minute morning gua sha. I'm not gonna do the full lymphatic drainage, but just a little bit, just to help my oil absorb and give my face a little bit of a lift. A quick little tip I do like is I like to sort of like, you can kind of use your gua sha to like itch out your cheekbones, sort of wiggle out your smile lines, give yourself a brow lift, especially before a night out. It's perfect. It's the best pre-makeup. See, just wash my face. Oh, what do we have over here? Balmain Paris. We also have a Dyson. This will definitely come in handy for my blowout tonight. And now we're up to our last step, moisturizer. So moisturizer is really important. A lot of people just finish off with the oil and just serum. Moisturizer, the actual role of a moisturizer is not to be active, but just to lock everything in. I think a lot of people rather try and invest in a really great moisturizer, but you'd rather invest in a really great serum because your serum particles are really small. So because they're so micro-sized, they can actually go down really deep to the deepest layer of your skin and work up. I love to use outward strokes again. My favorite part is this bit, it's your last massage. I love emulsifying my moisturizer with a bit of a spritz. It just helps it penetrate that bit deeper and doesn't sit on top of your skin. Nothing's worse than spending the time to actually do your skincare and it just sits on top. Now, I love to just use my gua sha. Instead of using my fingers, I might as well just use my gua sha just to absorb it all in. And there's also make sure you actually penetrate your moisturizer deep enough. I think a lot of people, we just put the products on top of our face, but we don't actually massage it in deep. So that's why the gua sha is going to help. But at the same time, we're depuffing, we're stimulating, also helping get rid of any stagnant energy in the body. Amazing. That was my skincare, guys. My face feels super dewy and hydrated and extremely lifted. Now, if you'd like to learn more about the skincare and what steps I'm doing and what products I'm using, make sure you come along to our Viaduct Harbour beauty brunch at the Sofitel. Tickets will be available soon and I can't wait to see you there. Bye.